Apparently I'm not much of a hitchhiker because he didn't pick me up. How rude. Guys, it's all of a sudden spring, which means like day in the life. Yesterday was not a good day for me, and the vlogging, we're gonna see how long this stays on the friggin' camera because that happened. Spilt the coffee all over my keyboard. Not cool. This weekend was so cold, and last week we finally got stuff starting to dry out, and then it rained. We did finally cultivate the hay ground. We don't cultivate and turn too much dirt here. We've been trying to transfer over to more conservation tillage, like strip till and stuff. But the hay ground will always get worked up before we plant it, obviously. So we have 40 acres. We have cultivated it twice to smooth it out. And today, and then Mark put on some 28 yesterday, maybe some sulfur too, because we're planting in the spring. So we use the seed drill to put in a nurse crop of, we're gonna do peas and oats because we need it fast. I'm almost out of feed. And then we have a neighbor, Shawn, who comes and he's got a spreader. He's got a really cool unit and he is gonna spread on broadcast in the hay on top of it after we've got our nurse crop planted. So we have a ton of jobs we gotta get done because now, as per every spring, it seems to be, we're fighting the rain, and then the rain will stop and then we'll be complaining that we have no rain because that's just what we do. Coffee number 2 with no electronics in sight today. You guys don't see this side of the barn all that much. The nice thing is this year is we are planting hay right on the farm. Apparently I'm not much of a hitchhiker because he didn't pick me up. How rude. Someone's on a mission. This is pretty much ready for planting. Let the season begin. This is kind of why I'm panicking a little bit. Third cut, first cut. That's all I have. They're eating, I just opened this bag like beginning of April, maybe Easter weekend, but beginning of April, around there. And we've already blown through half of it. So technically, if we keep feeding the way I'm feeding, I only have a month left and we're planting today. So that means likely 2 months before we can take anything off, if we're lucky. Now, the good thing is we baled all that hay last spring. Not last spring. We baled all that hay last summer. Still sitting on like 188 wrap bales, so we're gonna have to incorporate that, but I've been trying to integrate it in my TMR, and that TMR does not break it down any further. And we used a lot of knives in the baler, but it's still getting jammed up and burning belts and just not going out of the cart very nice. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know. Hay is my nemesis. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. The oats and the peas are planted. It is warmed up. Man, there's bugs even. Well, if there's bugs, that means it's getting warm out. 40 acres. This is an 80-acre field. So what we're doing is splitting it in half. And this west chunk is going to be the hay, which is really nice because it's right on the same property as the barn, which is pretty sweet. So when I'm bagging there, I can see the boys or girl, whoever's doing it, on the harvester, and I know when the wagons are coming. This will be the stand for, 3-4 years, and then the good thing is, once this is terminated, we can go to the other 40-acre chunk. And then it just always stays on this farm, which is so sweet. So today has been very productive, and I've also cleaned out half my finishing barn today because that's pretty much empty. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna ship. I have 5 more left. I'm just going to dump my last load here today. I don't even think it's a full load. I think there was about 1.5 loads on the one side, and then tomorrow it's a deeper pack, so it's probably going to be more. So this is the half I cleaned out today. I'm going to let it dry. I've got a little bit. I've got about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks before the weaned lambs come over, and they'll take up pretty much the whole barn. So I'm just going to let it dry out, and then I'll bed it up again. And like I said, these kids, they're way down at the far end. Way down there. So that'll get cleaned out tomorrow. Have to take the fans down, clean it out, put the fans back up for the summer. I do have to take these feeders out. I just grabbed the pallet forks on the loader and maneuver them out. Take a little bit longer to do this pen, but it gets fairly deep. So that's tomorrow.